Hi guys, welcome back. All right, so Ophiuchus, this one is for you guys. So I wanted to go ahead and honor the fact that we have kind of a cool backdrop right now with the amethyst behind me. And I wanted to keep going with maybe some good vibes. You know, we've come through that 8/8 Lionsgate portal, and that was supposed to be like a symbolic, energetic shift. And amethyst crystal has a lot of symbolism surrounding it. And a lot of it has to do with like good vibes. So first off, what is amethyst crystal? It is originally, it's actually quartz. And that quartz crystal changes and becomes purple when there is the impurity of iron combined with irradiation, and that's what makes it the purple. Now, if additional heat is added to amethyst crystal, it'll turn it into shades of yellows and greens. And so a lot of the like the citrine and yellow topaz, or excuse me, yellow quartz that we see, sometimes they refer to as burnt amethyst. Hi, Jessica Rios. So good to see you, beauty. So that's just a side note. Now, aside from that, amethyst has been used throughout history and different cultures and different timelines in history for different things. So the word amethyst comes from the Greek word amethystos, which means not drunk. So they used to think that if you carved like wine goblets out of amethyst, you could drink from it and not get drunk by your wine. In ancient Egypt, they were fond of this also. Lots of times we'll see different like pendants and things carved out of amethyst. Medieval warriors would wear an amethyst pendant for like healing and protection. In the Chinese feng shui, we use it sometimes to attract wealth and abundance. And then, of course, in a more spiritual sense, like New Age spiritualism, we look at it as a connection to high vibration, cleansing, protection, also a connection to our spiritual guides. So we'll keep all that in mind as we move forward. Ongoing Awakening, so good to see you. Hi, Sammykins. All right, so I wanted to really keep the mindset of the spiritual guidance in my mind for this particular storytelling. Ophiuchus, we got a 5 of Wands, we got a 4 of Pentacles. We got kind of a bit of a standoff going on here. 5 of Wands is like there's a struggle, but the struggle is going to make us stronger. This could be a storyline where two individuals have actually stepped into their divine masculine energy, and they're at a bit of a stalemate because the 4 of Pentacles is holding back. What this could represent is that we're dealing a little bit with our inner child. We're like, our inner child doesn't want to budge, or at least mine doesn't. There deep inside of Kate, there lives still my 6-year-old, you know, like when I'm irritated on something and I don't want to budge. And I'm going to say that Ophiuchus might be like aware that they could be being a little tiny bit, I'm not going to use the word petty, but they might be standing their ground and not necessarily saying, I'm going to find this happy resolution. And they're aware that they're doing it. Okay, so true life example. I have recently done that. I decided, you know what? Somebody did something that they changed the storyline on me. They changed the agreement on me after the agreement had been made. And I didn't like it, and I showed that I didn't like it, but they still were going to get it their way. And I didn't like that at all. And so come to find out a little bit down the road, like I probably could have been a little bit more easygoing on something. And I decided, no, I'm not going to be flexible because they changed something after we had made an agreement. Now, from here on out, I'm not the easygoing Kate. Now I'm like, nope, I don't budge. Nope, I don't budge. Nope, I don't budge. That's me just kind of like laying out my boundaries. But was I kind of in my 6-year-old self who's like, now I won't be as easygoing? Yes. Am I petty? Yes. I'm a freaking human, you guys. I'm sorry. Judge me if you must. I don't like things that suddenly get changed. And when things suddenly get changed and you change the story or the agreement on me, sometimes then you lose flexible Kate, who's more easygoing. Now I'm like, nope, here's our deadline. Nope, here's how this needs to go. Nope, I'm not giving grace periods. Nope, because you changed some things. So now we're going to stick to the plan every step now accordingly. I'm not saying that's a nice trait in me. I'm just admitting it because I don't want anybody watching this going, I'm an Ophiuchus and she's totally calling me petty. I'm giving an example of my pettiness to soften that, because I kind of think sometimes we all turn into a 6-year-old. I know I did. And frankly, I still haven't stepped down. I'm still 6 right now. 7 of Swords. All right, but there's a lie. There's a lie involved here, okay? Two of Pentacles. See, both people actually want to cooperate. Okay, if this is about a relationship, we could have two people that are stalemating each other saying, well, I'm not going to back down. And this could be pride involved for sure, as it is for me, like I just explained. And actually, everybody wants things to move in the right direction. Both of these characters truly want to get on the same page, but they're both in a stalemate energy. What's interesting is with the Six of Cups and the Two of Wands, I'm going to say that this could be a soulmate connection. Okay, so for Ophiuchus in this storyline, whomever they are dealing with, this could be like two brothers, two siblings. This could be lovers, this could be friends, this could be colleagues, this could be business partners, whatever it is. They both actually want to be on the same page, but something has cropped up where neither one wants to budge. And yet the truth of it is both of them want the same outcome. They might have challenged each other in past lives. They'll continue to challenge each other in this life. And at moments of challenge where neither one will back down, they're both secretly thinking, God, I don't want to argue with you. I freaking hate arguing with you. But now it's almost like neither person knows how to resolve this at the moment because things got a little bit, okay, this is a weird thing to say, but you know how once in a while you can spill like a little bit of pancake syrup and you go to wipe it up and somehow you actually spread it. Now you got it somewhere on your forearm and somewhere on your elbow. Yeah, sorry, I'm all bruised up, guys. If you notice scratches, cuts, and bruises, I've been working really hard lately. I'm fine, but very beat up right now on my arms and hands and knees. Oh God, you should see my shins. I just feel like this character has, when they tried to clean something up, they actually made it a little stickier, a little messier. So now what do we have? We've got kind of a pancake syrupy mess where even if it's like if I keep trying to budge when secretly I don't really want to budge, but I also don't want to be in conflict with you, we just kind of keep spreading the mess a little bit. So instead it's like, what do? Let me just stand still so I don't spread the syrup all over and make it any stickier. Let me not necessarily try to talk it out right now because really I'm not sure if talking right now is the right idea. Maybe we give it some time and then we come back later. I don't know if that explains the energy that is stuck between these two people, but they actually both do want to work together, but right now might not be the time for it. And this storytelling, they both may be listening to their inner guidance saying, because I don't know what to do to fix this at the moment, but I do know that I care about this person. I really do. But I don't know that we can work through it in this moment. Maybe this is a good time to go sleep on it. You know, this could be the way through conflict right now for Ophiuchus is to not try to clean it up right now, because really they could just make a bigger mess of it. And maybe both of them know, yeah, 8 of Cups. It's time for both characters to go a different direction. But remember, there's still a 6 of Cups union here. There's still a soulmate energy. I think these are two, alphas, two powerful alphas. And in order to get something smoothed out, they need to step away. So holding back is actually maybe in their best interest right now. Knight of Swords, step away and go fill one's life with totally different things that are going to make us stop thinking about that conflict that we had with somebody, just be busy with other stuff. Let that energy of like tension be basically fatigued out because we're giving our energy to something else altogether different. We're busy. We don't have time to think about that little conflict anymore. It's not at the forefront of our mind anymore because we got tons of stuff going on. The Sun, yeah, and getting back to a really happy, beautiful, energetic vibe. I think Ophiuchus is going to give themselves a break from thinking about or trying to engage with someone that they still really care about. Not because they're like, well, I'm not going to talk to you. It's not an angry walking away and being like, I'm going to ice you out. It's actually saying, I care enough about this that I don't think we can work through it at the moment. I think some time needs to elapse. And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and work on some other stuff that's going to be really exciting, really positive. I'm going to focus on things that bring light and energy and happiness into my world. And as I get fulfilled again and I'm having a great time, then this stalemate energy that I had is going to shrink in comparison, right? Things can be really, really big the more we focus on them, right? What is the thing that grows? The thing that we feed. So why don't we stop feeding the tension and instead feed a totally different avenue of life, one of great joy, great happiness. This could be somebody, I don't think this is like, oh, let me just bounce into some other relationship, because it actually looks like Ophiuchus is focusing on like a task. Knight of Swords is like, my mind is busy, my thoughts are busy. It's the swords are thoughts and communication. Oh, Jane, thank you so much for being here. We've got a Nine of Swords. It came out at a jaunty little angle here. This is another area of life that had perhaps been causing stress, is what Ophiuchus goes and they basically put out a fire someplace else. They swiftly shift gears and they go, you know what, in the grand scheme of life, does this argument that I had, or this little like tension moment that I experienced with someone who's powerful and somebody that I care about and somebody that I want to work things out with, but is that the most important thing? No, this really, there's other fires for me to put out in life. Let me put my attention on, heck, opening up all my old mail and going through that, and tidying up because I have company coming at the end of the month and I need to get my house arranged, or dealing with something else that we've put off that had been a low grade stress in the back of our mind. And I think this is an important message, because the way I would say this is, anytime that we have multiple stressors in our life, I think it lowers our capacity to deal with yet another level of conflict, especially it's one that's going to be highly emotionally charged, right? It's basically like, we've had a car that we need to take to the shop. We have company coming at the end of the month. Our house isn't ready to receive guests. We've had, backlog of paperwork stuff that we need to do. All those three things have increased our stress level. So instead of being at a 0, a nice plateau where it's like, no, I don't have any big stress in my life, we're at like a 30. I'm going to give 10 points to each one of those stressors. So then we engage with someone that we care about and we have conflict with them. And because we started at a 30 level of stress, guess what? Even if it's only another 10, it means our stress level just went to 40 instead of just giving it the right amount of stress level, which is like, it's just a 10. But we stacked it on top of the other 30. That's the way I think Ophiuchus is so brilliant, because they're saying, I already know that this probably isn't the biggest deal in the world. Let me go take on some of the other stresses, wipe that slate clean, open my mail, get my house ready for visitors, tend to my vehicle, and then I'm going to feel so freaking happy that now this is more in perspective. The conflict that I had with that person, it's a level 10 stress. It's not a big deal. This will be all right. We can handle this. We can get through this. I love this. I think this is something I could stand to take some lessons from out of this storyline. We got a 6 of Pentacles. Are we even surprised that now we have the opportunity, like our energy is flowing much more smooth and fluid. Now I think both characters are probably going to be able to face each other and say, hey, listen, you know what? I can concede that, you know what, you had some really great points. I'm sorry that I was, not really able to see it your way. I was just having a lot of other stress. I totally respect your opinion on that. I'm still interested in, this or that. It's like, it doesn't mean that that Ophiuchus doesn't still hold forth on their ideas, but they're able to really engage in not struggle and conflict, but in resolution. And that's a very different perspective, I think. Am I engaging in conflict or am I engaging in resolution? Because to get to either one of those, it's going to require some push and pull, some give and take. But if the motive is, well, I want to conquer and win, versus I want us both to feel valued and to feel like we're both, resolving this in a way that everyone's going to walk away happy. That's two different motives, right? This Ophiuchus is like seriously a very elevated character that we've been describing. I'm so impressed with this person. I need them to like sit down and school me sometimes. Hey, Delinda, good to see you, beauty. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave that one there. To me, this is like, it's such a smooth resolution. And I feel like whatever this conflict was, it's not long lasting. This is going to be wrapped up really sweet, really nice. And I would argue it's probably because it appears to me that it is Ophiuchus who takes that profound leadership position in all of this and says, I'm going to listen to my higher self. My higher self says, don't add energy into drama and conflict, rather solve other energies of conflict in my life, then come back to this one. And it'll be a lot more a lot more reconcilable, a lot more malleable. I can find resolution here much easier. That's brilliant. That's a freaking stroke of brilliance. All right, you guys, thank you everybody so much for being here, and all the Ophiuchuses out there. If that at all has any bearing on your life, you are awesome. I want to be friends with all the people with like that. You guys, thank you so much for hanging out. As I always say, I'm a fictional storyteller. Whomever you are, whatever you choose in your life, obviously this story is not going to be you, but we can all sometimes identify with different characters or different character traits, and this was definitely a set of beautiful character traits, so that was a fun one. Oh, thank you, Sammykins. I'm delighted you were here. Jojo, always lovely to see you. Thank you so much for visiting. Anna Mansfield, thank you, love. Hey, Rach, always nice to see you. Emily, hello, hello. Jessica Rios, so nice to see you in a live. I haven't said hi to you live in a while, it seems like. Oh, Donna Lee, wonderful. So glad you're here. Hi, Skylark. Alex De La Paz, hello, hello. Sherry Marshall's in the house. Always lovely. Good to see you, hon. All right, you guys, I will see you. I'm still going to do the Aries video live as well. So I'm going to bounce over to Aries next. So I might see some of you in the Aries live if you have an interest in watching that placement. All right, you guys, the Energy Fairy. Hi, sweetheart. Good to see you. Bye, guys. Anand, wonderful to see you. Bye for now.